Okay, we're gonna try to level up this video right here. Gradual developments, people. We're not, we're not looking for perfection, just to get things done. You ready? How can you build and manage a capsule wardrobe all by yourself? Coming right up. Huge hello. I'm Fnan. I'm a personal brand, image, and style consultant based here in Milan, Italy, and founder of Fnan.co for executive image management, where I help people dress and look their best all the time for work. As I mentioned in part 1 of this video, which should be linked in the screen. If not, then it's definitely in the description box below. A capsule wardrobe is a technique used to build a minimal wardrobe that is supposed to save you a lot of time and a lot of money. The key items in this wardrobe are supposed to be extremely functional and help you represent your true identity and self all the time. So I'd like to think of a capsule wardrobe in a simple formula. Own less, make more. Save time and money. I wish life was as simple as that, no? So in my humble opinion, and of course based on experience from working with a lot of people in this industry for a long time, I feel like there are two types of people in this world of capsule wardrobe. There are those who want to create separate sets of capsule wardrobe for separate or different themes and functions of their lives, or there are those who just want to have one universal capsule wardrobe that works for pretty much every part of their life. So type A rather have different sets of key items for work, different set for social life, different set for dating, for the weekends, etc. Whereas type B only have one capsule wardrobe, which is supposed to be a more minimal approach that covers work, that covers also their social life, it covers their weekends, their whatever. So before diving into this exercise, you need to figure out which type you are. Are you type A or are you type B? It also depends on where you are in life and what part of your life you want to give more attention to. So check what works for you and move forward. Keeping that in mind, here's how you build a capsule wardrobe. So the first step, like everything in life, you have to plan it so you can get the most out of it, right? For best results, you have to gather all of the information that you need to create a capsule wardrobe that is authentic and relevant to you. So my approach to getting started is to use a simple planning technique that I'd like to call the 5 W's and double H. This was something that I came up with to have a format to follow pretty much and make things easier to remember, to make note of. And so the 5 W's, of course, is your questions why, who, what, where, and when. And of course, the double H is how and how much. I feel like asking yourself these questions can help you dive deeper and get all the information necessary for creating this. These are obviously also very good questions to apply to every waking moment of your life. And I simply thought that this would be a better approach to help my clients get through the process without me. So in our case also, to creating a capsule wardrobe, we'll break everything down into our 5 W's and double H. So ask yourself these questions and answer them respectively. Why are you creating a capsule wardrobe? In this segment, define your purpose and what you aim to achieve as a result. Who refers to all people who are involved in helping you achieve this. So you might need a friend's or a partner's help, or somebody might be your motivation to creating a capsule wardrobe in the first place. Also, you might have an audience, right? We all have an audience every day. These are people you interact with on a daily basis, and in some way, you're leaving an impression of yourself on them. It could be your colleagues, your boss, your employees, or whoever it is that you want to leave an impression on. What is basically your substance, right? So your content and all the information you need to achieve your why. So this is where you have to sit down and collect all your information, such as a very important subject. What colors do you want your capsule wardrobe to have? Make sure that all of the colors you select complement each other, because obviously you want all of your items to match well with each other. Also, the shapes, fabrics, and textures of clothing or accessories that will complement your body shape, and of course your style. What is your style? Can you describe it in a word or two? Who? is your style inspiration, because this will then become your guide to creating a real and unique capsule wardrobe. Where plays a big part too. This refers to where you live, and of course considering the environment and weather in which you live in is going to play a big part in building a season-friendly wardrobe. It'll also determine the frequency in which you have to update your capsule wardrobe. So if you live in the desert region, like some places in Saudi for instance, where it is warm most time of the year, then you won't have to incorporate seasonal clothing. Whereas in a place like Milan, where I'm currently based, where we experience every season, we have to update the wardrobe every season accordingly. When is another important segment. This refers to the time and occasion that your wardrobe is going to be suitable for. So here, you need to lay down what your lifestyle or activities is like, right? Are you an entrepreneur who spends more time working, meeting and connecting with people for work? Then in that case, an ideal capsule wardrobe for you would be one with formal, perhaps creative, but polished altogether type of elements would be suitable for you. Maybe you work from home and your style is colorful and comfortable. So then the items that you can target are those that fall under these categories, so on and so forth. So this exercise is meant to help you sort of balance your wardrobe items with your lifestyle. How describes the way or action plan using all the resources or information that we've gathered above, as well as the tools that are available to us to create our wonderful capsule wardrobe. This is where a chart will come in handy. So create a chart or a spreadsheet to input all of the data above so you're able to visualize everything better. If you don't want to do it and feel it's complicated to create one, do not worry. I've got you covered. We're in this together. So you can click on the link appear on the screen, if not in the description box below, to download your chart that I've created just for you. How much, just like in any project, applies to your investment plan and budget given to this exercise, because later you might have to obviously replace your wardrobe by going shopping. So by having an idea for your budget now, you can definitely save a lot of money in the future. So step 2, which I think is a very much needed step, because you need to prepare yourself for something that might take you a whole weekend or week to do. So check your schedule, clear your appointments, arrange with your friends so they can come help you and be your second opinion while going through this process. Call a caterer, get drinks, whatever and everything you need to get this done. Number 3, which is my favorite part, clear out your closet. That's right, make sure that everything that is in your closet is on your bed or on the floor if they're clean, and make sure that you have a blank canvas that you can build from scratch on. In this step, we're going to analyze and divide every single piece that is laying on your bed right now and see where they truly belong. So I'd like you to have 3 boxes or categories: to keep, to store, to move. Then I want you to pick each piece from the clutter and ask yourself these questions. Is this item in line with my personal style, with my brand image and career goals? Does it fit me perfectly? Do I love this piece so very much? Is it still in good condition? Can I wear it this season? Could I wear it often? If your answers to all these questions are yeses, then put it in the to keep pile or box. If there's one no, say because you can't wear it this season, then put it in the to store pile. However, if it doesn't represent your style well, or it doesn't fit you like it used to, or you don't love it anymore, or it's not in a good condition, maybe it has a stain or it's worn out, then put it in the to move pile and keep sorting and analyzing one by one all the stuff that you have in your closet, from your tops, coats, blazers, trousers, shoes, accessories, bags, everything, and put them in their place within these 3 piles or categories. Once you finish putting everything where they belong, put the to keep back to your closet, to store it away because you don't need it this season, and to move, sorry, you have to give that away because you don't need it. If your goal or aim is to declutter and get rid of the excess that you don't need, then this is what must be done. So after you've sorted everything and you're left with whatever's back in your closet, look at everything and update your chart. So if you've downloaded it, you will see how you'll be able to make note and keep count of everything that you have. Because this is the thing with capsule wardrobe, right? To get the most number of outfit combinations that you can make out of every single item that you have in your closet, it is always best to control the number of items that you have. It's not a must, definitely optional, but I just like the idea of controlling the exact outfit combinations or looks or styles that I'm going to get as a result of what's in my closet. So here's a simple template I've created for you. So you'll notice that specific number of tops, your bottoms, or outerwear is going to give you an X amount of looks. So based on your preference and how many looks that you would like to have that is suitable for your lifestyle, select the one that is best for you. Of course, you can use this as an example to create even more looks. All you have to do is simply take a specific number of pieces and just multiply them, and that will give you an X amount of looks or outfit combinations to wear. Once you have your chart updated and you know exactly the number of items that you need to give you an X amount of looks or styles every day, now you'll be able to spot the gaps. That is basically items that you're missing to complete your capsule wardrobe. So in step 7, naturally when we know exactly what we're missing, we try to fill in those gaps. And in our case, we're going to do that by obviously shopping. You see, it's better to go shopping knowing exactly what you need instead of just looking for what to buy. You save a lot of money that way. And of course, your closet from cluttering and filling up again. So once you have your gaps filled in, you won't have to go shopping anytime soon, this season, or even in some cases the entire year. And this, my dear friends, is how you create a capsule wardrobe. A little idea for those who wish to be extra organized. If you want to take this to the next level, what you could do is make record of everything that you have. So you could do that by taking a selfie or having somebody take a photo of you and have that transported into your phone so that you can have mini displays of all of your outfit combinations that you have, so that in the morning, whenever you need to make a decision, all you got to do is scroll through your phone, find the look that you want to wear for the day, e basta. How was that? What do you think? I'm very, very intrigued to hear your opinion about this. Write me to my email, to my website if you like, or even in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your comments and opinion about this, and let me know if you do it. Do send me pictures. If you need advice, more information, any questions, whatever it is, I'm here to answer them anytime. For more tips and ideas about image management and how you can take your look always to the next level, go on and visit my website, fnan.co. I write for my blog every week and I'll be happy to hear from you. Stay tuned for more videos and be safe.